So, God of War Studios' new game will be surprising, something big being teased for Helldivers and Phantom Blade Zero launch timeframe. Those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, would you play a solo Atreus game or not? Today we're going to be talking about the next game from the House of God of War, but before that, I'm curious if you guys would play an Atreus solo game or not. So comment below yes or no if you'd play a solo Atreus game or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, Phantom Blade Zero launch timeframe. Reading from Gaming Bolt, Phantom Blade Zero has looked like an enticing prospect ever since it was first unveiled over a year ago, but up to this point, developer S-Game has said little about when the action RPG could actually release, and if newly emerging claims are anything to go by, the wait for the game might drag on longer than what many may have expected. YouTuber Joe Raptor, who recently uploaded impressions of Phantom Blade Zero, has claimed that he was told by S-Game that the game is targeting a fall 2026 release, which will put it more than 2 years away from launch. So S-Game itself has yet to say anything about Phantom Blade Zero's launch date or window in an official capacity, but the developer is set to reveal new details at Gamescom later this month, so hopefully we'll learn more soon enough. So the development team has actually discussed the launch time frame for Phantom Blade Zero before this as well, according to WCCF Tech, who spoke with the founder. He didn't specifically say what year the game would launch, but rather he said the project like this will take several years. So you can kind of guess several years from now is, 2026, 2027. So hearing that it could launch in late 2026 is not surprising after hearing what the founder has already stated recently. So I'm looking forward to this game for sure, but I'm not sure how long the excitement can be extended. Will people really still be as excited by fall 2026? That could be the case if the studio continues to bring bigger and better, exciting demos at each event to showcase new aspects of the game that continues the hype for the next 2 years, but that's going to be not an easy task. It's possible, but let's see how this goes. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now, diving into the second story of the video, something big being teased for Helldivers 2. Reading from Push Square, Helldivers 2 players have long wondered what the extent of Game Master Joel's powers to influence the game's ongoing meta-narrative truly is. In a horrifying piece of found footage that has emerged from the developer Arrowhead Game Studios, it seems we've been underestimating the shadowy being all along. In the brief clip, it is revealed that Joel is actually an acronym, although what it stands for remains a mystery. The ominous, otherworldly creature is seen manipulating an in-progress Helldivers mission, spawning adversaries, and even assuming direct control of an automaton dreadnought. Elsewhere, Joel ejects an unsuspecting player into the cold, hard vacuum of space, seemingly for no reason at all. Unfortunately, the intrepid employee is detected before more concrete information can be gathered, with Joel appearing to draw upon psychic powers to expel the curious Arrowhead employee, whose sacrifice to bring us all this information was not in vain. So this could finally be the tease for the Illuminates faction from what I'm seeing from people's responses to this, which should be exciting and a big change for the community. I haven't played much of Helldivers 1, but I know the community talks about how difficult the Illuminates are, so whenever they do come, it could be very interesting. I haven't been on Helldivers in a bit, but I want to jump back in for the August 6th Escalation of Freedom big update, which is actually tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. But you guys let me know if you're jumping back into Helldivers 2 tomorrow or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, surprising new game from the House of God of War. So recently, a supposed insider that goes by the name of Ash Hung has gone on to Reset Era and pretty much sparked a new conversation about Sony Santa Monica's next game. Cory Barlog announced years ago before the launch of God of War Ragnarok that he has not been working on that game. He's not the director of God of War Ragnarok, but he's actually leading something else. Meaning since at least 2019, he's been working on another game. He's been teasing something sci-fi related for years via his Twitter X profile. Right now, as I'm writing this video, he has a picture of himself on a barren planet, which could be the moon, which I guess you wouldn't consider a planet, but you get the gist. Beyond that, we also, of course, have their canceled sci-fi IP that they worked on before they eventually canceled that project and moved over to God of War 2018. So some believe that's another indication they could have gone back to the sci-fi IP route for their next game. We've also had Alana Pierce, who works at Corey's new team, seemingly let it slip that they're working on a sci-fi game on her Play, Watch, Listen podcast from last year. This project is also a new IP, and Sony Santa Monica's own teams have pretty much confirmed this. We've had senior staff programmer at Sony Santa Monica, Fernando Secco, state on his LinkedIn page, and this is still up there right now if you want to go check it out yourself, that he's currently working on a non-announced IP. Just to make it clear, God of War is obviously an announced IP. According to IGN, Fernando's LinkedIn profile also mentioned RPG, but that's clearly removed now because it's not on his page anymore. Beyond that, more recently, we had another person mention new IP and then hide their LinkedIn page. This comes from I'm going to butcher this name, my apologies, Glakos Longi, the art director for characters who worked on Uncharted 4, God of War 2018, Ragnarok, and the Callisto Protocol. He posted this on his LinkedIn page before hiding his page, it seems, because I can't find it at this moment. Sony Santa Monica presented the opportunity of coming back as character supervisor, looking at the entire character development pipeline on their new IP. So here I am, thrilled to be back working again with the crew and pushing characters in video games together. So that's some of what we have so far for the game, but going back to what Ash Hung stated, as I mentioned earlier on in the video, they stated this on Reset Era when it comes to Sony Santa Monica's new game. I can't wait for Sony Santa Monica to announce their game. I truly don't know how Era will react. When pushed for more information, Ash Hung replied saying this: I cannot, I will just say it's different and probably not something anybody is expecting. So, considering everyone is pretty much expecting a sci-fi game at this point, is it not sci-fi anymore? I'm not really sure on that, but maybe Ash Hung means it's not something that Sony Santa Monica usually makes, considering they've kind of pretty much just made God of War after God of War for the longest time. Anything else is just out of the ordinary. If they make literally anything else, it's out of the ordinary for Sony Santa Monica. But with a statement like that, I'm not sure how much we can expand or extrapolate on that, what he's saying, but I'm excited. I hope they tease something later this year. This game has been in development for 5 years, probably 6 years come later this year. So let's see what the next couple of months bring. Sony, please don't let us down. Bring something good. I'm excited for the PS5 Pro. I want you guys to reveal that, but also please reveal some first party stuff. But you guys let me know if you're excited for a new IP from Sony Santa Monica or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Bring on the New World." So this is obviously in reference to Sony Santa Monica's new IP, which at this point it's solidified this is a new IP. I hope it's a sci-fi game. I'm really curious at the comment that Ash Hung made. It's not something that we're expecting, so I'm really curious to see what that ends up being. But if you guys are excited for the next game from Sony Santa Monica that's potentially or clearly a new IP, destroy the comment section with "Bring on the New World," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.